With all the technology out there, there's a way around this shit. I hear the music, but you can't. So I won't fuck up nobody's copyrights and shit again. So I'm really listening to music. Now I'm gonna sing it to you. They try to catch me riding dirty, try to catch me riding dirty, try to catch me riding dirty, try to catch me riding dirty. Try to catch me riding dirty, try to catch me riding dirty, try to catch me riding dirty. When you're spanking your girl, don't use an object, use your hand. You know how good it feels to have bare hand on a hot ass and just slap that shit. You go crazy until she calls the cops on you and shit. Cause you could go crazy just slapping girls' ass. First you start off all sweet, and then you level up to where it looks like you playing the bongos and shit. Next thing you know, pow! You think you in a porno. Pow! If it's a white girl, man, you know her ass gonna have red ass handprints embedded. Ooh! How many of y'all be fucking white women and shit? Sisters rejected me and shit, so I had to go over to the other side there and shit. You know what it is? I'm gonna try to catch me riding dirty. Do you know that I heard that there's a problem with homosexuality in the black community? And I'm like, what's wrong? Y'all don't want your sons to get no dick. That's some funny shit. Cause when I was growing up, the grown-ups taught you to be scared of sissies. So, one time I was like 12 years old, and this man had his dick out, and he started chasing me. He's trying to jam it up, and I was running away. And I'm lying my ass off. I saw one man pull his dick out on the street. He must have been 80, insane, had his robe on, one of them checkered old white man robes, and some slippers, and I guess really jammy pants, but he's walking down the street like this. Right out on the street and shit. I was like, man, I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to see this whole white man jerking off on Sunset. People be doing some crazy shit out there, man. I do all my clowning in here in front of you. You understand? I'm a normal citizen out on the street because there's some crazy motherfuckers out there. Did I tell you about the time that the Mexican motherfucker walked up to me on Sunset Boulevard? I'm trying to go in a 99-cent store. Back when I used to shop at that low-level retailer. I'm trying to cross Sunset. And this motherfucker walks up and goes, just like this. Suck your dick for $50. I'm like, okay. I'm going insane. I didn't hear what he said. So what? What'd you say? He said, I suck your dick for $50. And I'm like, let me get this straight. You want me to give you $50 so you can suck on my dick? No, I give you $50 if you let me suck your dick. And you know me, I'm like, damn. Let me see your teeth. Cause I could have used the 50 and shit, right? But this motherfucker had Dracula teeth and shit. He had sharpened the motherfuckers down to a point. He probably was gonna be sucking on my dick and then put 2 Dracula holes into it. And I've been walking around that. I couldn't get no more pussy in there because that shit would be hard to explain. If you pull your dick out in front of a girl, especially for the first time, you haven't prepared her for this, and you take your dick out and it's got 2 fucking fang holes in it and shit, through and through, because motherfucker had teeth where he could have bit straight through my dick. And my shit's kind of thick and shit. Are you kissing on a dick, motherfucker? Nope. It's just 2 fingers. Guess where they been. White girls don't have a smell. But white guys stink like a motherfucker. White girls, you could just, like this here, and it's just be like if you was finger fucking a bowl of jello and shit. I mean, you know, not real fragrant, just kind of, it's kind of like you could just suck it all day type of thing, because nothing's getting in the way. Would you suck a stinking pussy? I'm not sucking no stank puss. I'm not sucking no hairy ass puss. I'm not sucking no unclean puss. When I be talking about sucking pussy to y'all know, I be talking about the kind that you gonna douche, shave, and bathe. Now, let me take you back here to when I was a teenager. And I told the girls that, girl, you need, because back then when I was a kid, they had big ass hairy snatches. But see, I had to since when I was a teenager, after I showered, then I get some Vaseline and put it on my long, stringy ass hairs, and then brush it out with an afro comb so it's nice and straight and shiny when the girls will be looking at my shit. But then I just started manscaping in like the 80s and just lopped all of that shit right off. I'm gonna go back over to the spa so they can wax out my ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't like hair on my ass. But there's a little tricky part. Like right below the balls and in between the a-hole. Hard to shave yourself up in that motherfucker. So I have to pay somebody to get on up in there. Hey man, I'm gonna leave it up too. We're gonna have a happy new year. So I'm gonna leave this shit right up. I know how many times you saw it already, motherfuckers. You getting on me? So, shaving, number 2, I like the bald beaver. I prefer, if you're gonna have some hair, girls, it's gotta be in a pattern. You gotta shave that shit right down to the nubs. And then like in a nice landing strip. I might have gone over this already, but I'm just reiterating it right now. Triangle, because that's how a triangle shape. And the heart, or I could just lop it all off and have the ball be. Girls, come on. Will you be laying there in the nude and your beaver is exposed and you ready to take some dick into it? Do you know that your naked vagina be looking like a chicken titty? It's all fat and plump, just laying there. You gotta kiss it. First you get that this ball, then I can kiss the whole thing. Kiss all up there. And then that matching line that you girls have, like that, and it's dark in there and shit. Cause, you know, unless till we open it up. But see, I'm not no goddamn gynecologist. So I don't necessarily need to be looking all up in the girl's snatch and shit. Let me back up just a little bit because I know I look like a giant shit up in this motherfucker. Once again, guys. The fuck was that? I told you, the motherfucker has nervous breakdowns and shit when we come to see him. So I turned the music off, by the way. I'll get back to it later. I'm dirty. Try to catch me riding dirty. Try to catch me riding dirty. Guys, any expert shavers out there who can get that area beneath the a-hole? Is there anyone? Because I always leave threads and strands and shit. So that's why I have to hire somebody to clean my ass up. Little Asian lady. You know, the Asians, they like to provide services and shit when they're not building rockets. Then they're pretty good with the massages. They'll beat you up in there and massage you, trying to work them kinks out and shit. And they're good at grooming. So Asian women are real clean like that. You know, it took me a long time before I could suck an Asian pussy. Just like last week. Cause I was fucking up with the Asian girls. I would trip out. When I go on a date with an Asian, I went on a date with a Korean. I went on a date with a Japanese, and fresh off the boat from Tokyo. I was making out with the girl from Taiwan. Man, that felt so good, y'all. Cause the Asian girls got them long, silky hair down to their waist and shit. Pretty ass China doll faces and shit. Ching chong type of shit. You know me, I gotta have the lean, trim babies with the big fat titties. At least 36D. You know what happened? In the Asian countries, I'm gonna tell you what. They sent all the little titty ones over to America just to fuck with us and shit. Probably some payback for World War II and fucking up their country. And then, if you go over there in the southern regions of Korea and Japan and Singapore, man, the girls got big ass titties and shit. Asian girls, you gotta go check out Hitomi Tanaka. Oh, it just doesn't make any goddamn sense. She's like about 5'3", $115, and 75 pounds of that is her titties and shit. And they're the real deal. I'm telling you, they got these provinces in the southern Asia where you know what happened when they was blowing up shit over there? All that nuclear radiation went into their titties and made them swell up and shit. That's my theorem. Big ass titties on the Asian. Now what they gotta do to Asian women, you gotta get into the gym. You gotta start doing some aerobics, or just better yet, squats and deadlifts. And the you know, the other ones. And then your ass will pop out, cause y'all got little asses. You ever see the Asian girls sometimes with those nice thick thighs, shapely motherfucking calves, look like cow legs and shit. But then when you look upstairs, the ass is so flat it looks like a 2x4 is down their pants. So the Asian girls, y'all gotta remember, the Snows used to have tiny asses, but then in 1980, when they started doing all those aerobics, white girls in California, man, them asses popped out and shit. Did I ever fuck one up in me? Hell yeah. You know I'm punishing her for 1776 and shit. That's how a brother had to fuck a white girl. You motherfucker. You be angry when you be boning two fellas? Trying to make your nuts hit her in the titties. You had to have some long ass nuts to get her. That's so pretty when those motherfuckers be all fat and big. And you doing a doggy. And then you can see them motherfuckers reverberating while you pounding her and shit. And her titties be bang 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 bang. Sexy ass toes. I like it when you Asian girls let your toenails grow nice and long. You know what I'm saying? You be having some nigga toes and shit. You have pretty feet, fat, thick toe. I saw a Filipino lady like that at the store the other day. Tiny old thing. I could have fucking destroyed her. But then I looked down and she was all in a somber mood or some shit. And I saw her pretty feet, exact what I'm talking about. Filipino lady, fat, thick toes. They can grow some beautiful nails and shit. Asian girls, Hispanic girls, everybody can do it. Just grow some nice long ass, solid motherfucking nails and then get them shits polished all pretty and shit. Girl, you can get snatched off the street. That's how I be doing. I've had to learn because I used to be bigger, right? So I had to learn not to be intimidating to girls when I stepped them on the street. And sometimes you are what you want to be or not. You know, you gotta be, that's my type, that's my type of thing. You gotta be her type, and then she won't be intimidated. I like when the 18-year-old girls are not intimidated by me. You can tell me I remind you of your father. I'm good with that. I bet your daddy was spanking that ass too, huh? That's how I could talk to an 18-year-old girl. Now you know darn well that I'm about to put you through college and shit. You say you're 36D, 24, 36, you got a six-pack, you be working out, huh? Yeah, I was on the track team. So what happened? Your titties got too big to run anymore? That's it? That's exactly what happened. So I had to go into science and chemistry and shit so I can learn how to build bombs. So, well, that's a nice profession. Now why don't you just come on over here? Are you old enough to drink? Well, I'm 18. What's the law in this state? 21. Well, I'm gonna take your ass on back to the hotel and pour some liquor in your throat and a couple of methamphetamines. And she'll be like, I am not doing any meth. What is meth? They make it out of chemicals. See, you're a scientist, so you're supposed to know that type of thing. What's the THC do to you? Put you in a euphoric state. Oh, I love your intelligence. See, that's how you have to do it, girl, guys. You can't tell girls how pretty they are, because that shit'll fuck them up. Yeah, they go straight to their heads and shit. So you gotta say some shit like, I really love your intelligence. And she'll be like, really? And I'll be like, girl, get your ass in the car. Where are we going? To the Science Museum. Oh, okay. See, I was doing the interview, and she was auditioning, and then I found out through that process of what she liked. So I gave her what she liked, and so she'd be all immediately agreeing upon it. And I'm spending my money to get up with this motherfucker. Girl, you would get your ass in this Bentley and shit. Yeah. But see, I found out too with young girls, you can't give them too much. You can't tell. I had a motherfucker ruin it for me with this fine Indian girl and shit that I met. Because he built me up too big and I wasn't all of that shit. I was working as a service boy or some shit like that. But when I was working in New York, I dressed nicely. Nice tops, slacks, shoes, smell good. And those girls in corporate America was pushing up off my ass. I was pulling girls out of work. New York girls. Like, you gotta fuck the shit out of New York girl. You can't just be half-sucking. First of all, you gotta have a nice dick. I think I left a couple of inches back there when I left this shit. Cause I had a nice dick, so I was fucking some pussies and shit. We've been over this before. I'm better now. Guys, come on, give me some pussy is the best fucking thing. The game is good, yes. If your team's winning, big ups. I know all about it. Lakers and Dodgers, same season. City of Champions, LA. That's why I left. And I don't know, go to a sporting event, go work out, whatever you're doing. All of that aside, nothing is as good as being in between a girl's thighs and boning her for fucking hours and shit. That's how I'm going out. I'm gonna go out in the pussy and shit. I'm 100 and I'm still gonna be fucking. And then I'm just gonna croak right in the pussy. Nobody will ever get that pussy again. Aren't you the one who killed that man? This nigga was 100. He was ready to go. I was just giving him his farewell presents and shit. How long have I been talking, guys? Oh my god. Oh, it's starting to hit me. Oh no. Hey, is my skin color okay to you guys? I'm not too intimidating, am I? Okay, I gotta get up tomorrow morning. Love you guys so much.